and me the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you.
Hey guys, welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name is Amy, and today I'm doing a pick a card revealing what do they regret and what do they want you to know. So keep in mind this is a general reading, it's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I will be getting more cards as I need to for clarity, and at the end of each group I will be getting letters, initials, and charms. As you can see, I have done a bit of a pre-shuffle, and your psychic linking objects are going to be the face cards that you see before you. Now, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you each one of these cards up close so you can get a better idea and vibe of each group. Group 1, you are focused. Group 2, you are injustice, Medusa. Group 3, you are treasure, Dragon. Okay guys, those are going to be your 3 selections. I will insert a little video like I always do for those of you who need a bit more time to kind of chill out and see which group you're drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one group, there probably is more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures on the other side. Bye guys.
Changing who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again.
You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined. Cause I feel I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah.
I'm changing who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving, you can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again.
No fear, see clear, you deserve to be great. I know it feels like things get in your way. Push through those walls and the others will fall. Sit up, stand tall, you can get through it all. I need some energy, anxiety's no friend to me. I have a short memory, I don't really remember things. That's how I move on, that's how I stay strong. A new day's on, I'll keep moving right along. And I feel like the pain in the past, it needs to stay in the past. You gotta take off the cast. I wanna feel like I'm a new person. I wanna have clear vision and purpose. And I feel like the pain shouldn't last. If you can move on and past the things that make you feel bad, and you can change in your brain, I'm certain. I've done it before and man, I'm not perfect.
I'm changing who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving, you can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again.
Hey Group 1, all of you that selected focus, this is going to be your reading revealing what are their regrets and what do they want you to know. I just have to tell you guys, I'm picking up on an overwhelming sense of sadness here. It is marked how much sadness there is with this group. Okay, so if that doesn't resonate with you, this won't be your group. Okay, now keep in mind this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay, all right, let's get into this and see what cards came out for you. We have Uriel, Angel of Flame. We have Violet, Duchess, Stifled, Bored, and Stuck. We have Shitty Shield, Time for Stronger Protection. Arcturians, Feeling Safe, Wisdom Keepers, Concern. Establishing Emotional Boundaries. Mystery, Things You Cannot Explain. Black Cat, Good Luck, Friend, Confidant. We got 2 black cats here. Grim Reaper, Ending, Shock, Starting Over. Magic Mirror, Self-Care, Reflect, Inner Work. Evil, Cleanse, Negative Forces Are at Work. The Arts, Passion for Your Craft. And we have Fresh Ideas and New Dreams. I feel that someone realizes how they were not focused on you. And I feel like this could be a couple of things. This could be family. This could be like a neglectful, I feel like a masculine energy, a neglectful masculine energy. It feels like a father, grandfather, caregiver. It could be an ex as well. But I'm feeling this kind of sorrow. I feel this energy of I feel sad that I wasn't focused on you. I feel sad that I was too busy for you. I also feel with this defensiveness. Okay, so I feel a mixed bag here for group 1. So it's important you take what resonates, okay? There is regret here, but there's also explanation, okay? Such as, for some of you, this goes from the area of, I was working, trying to make a living, the excuses, right? The justification for, neglecting attention, the excuses for becoming emotionally distant. This feels like a masculine energy that was not comfortable showing emotion. Now, for some of you, this goes deeper. Okay, this is a deeper situation, a more intense situation where, this involved possibly some alcoholism or some kind of very destructive patterning or addiction. And this figure was a figure you had to protect yourself from. Okay, and of course, as a child or a vulnerable person, because I feel like in any scenario we run this, you are a vulnerable person to this person, okay? Be it emotionally, be it because you come from trauma, be it because of your health, be it because of the situation. I feel like some of you may have children, there may be health issues, there may be other issues that are going on here. You could not fully protect yourself from this person. So some of you guys took a lot of like different levels of abuse, okay? Mistreatment. We can just sit with that a while. We don't have to, poke it anymore, okay? I have to be honest, I didn't expect this heavy energy to show up. And they often do in my readings, but I'm always surprised. Sometimes I want to say, how do you have the nerve to show up in one of my readings? But I think for you, it's important for you to know that if you have gone no contact or limited contact, or if you think that this person never thinks about you for whatever reason, maybe you have contact, but this is something you never talk about. I feel like it's important that you know that this person has either been thinking about it off and on for years, or recently they have started to revisit it and they feel very sad. And it's weird because I feel like some of them may not understand their sadness. It's as if karma has shown up on their front porch. And perhaps it came in the form of news about you, through a person, or I'm seeing a box, a package arriving on someone's front doorstep. So it could be something that was brought into their house, news of some kind, a visit from someone. I'm seeing an object, like a vase, a silver object being opened. For some of you, this may have some kind of meaning, so please take what resonates. But it's through this object, this awareness, and it feels like heirloom. It feels like ancestor presence here. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, your ancestors are bringing you back up in the consciousness of your family, to bring some kind of justice here for you. Okay, let's get some tarot for you guys. I feel like, however the story goes for you, be this family or a very painful, traumatic relationship, okay, I feel like it has really took hold of you in a way that has caused you to not be able to really go after a lot of the dreams and things that you want in your life. This could have to do with emotionally. You can't really be open with somebody, so you can't have that wonderful relationship. You may have relationships where you're always kind of fighting. You may be always fighting to make money. There's always some kind, I'm getting like there's always some kind of struggle. Like you're always hitting brick walls. You're always hitting obstacles. You feel like you're having to constantly start over. And it's almost like you're having to always start over because you're learning boundaries. Your fire, your passions are very hot. They're almost burning too hot, and there needs to be some mechanism of boundaries, okay? I'm feeling an overactive like root chakra, an overactive sacral chakra. So you might do some meditation work on your lower chakras, okay? We have a lot of passion here. So you have talent, okay? I feel like this person is coming forward. This energy overall is coming forward because you're gifted. And I feel like they have regrets because they feel like their behavior, and I feel like this is higher self almost, like their higher self is coming through saying, you know, we feel like our behavior. So it feels like it's like their collective, their higher self, their guides coming through saying, we feel like this behavior has blocked you from pursuing your dreams and you're very gifted. Okay. This person is experiencing grief. They're experiencing sadness. They're experiencing guilt. Perhaps some of them for the first time. Some of them are really struggling in the very depths of their addiction, and they're being made to face these things, these happenings that have happened with you. And they realize that they could be the reason, the death of your dream. And they do not want your dream to die. They don't want your dream to die. Okay? And I need you to understand things you cannot explain, mystery. There is a great mystery going on within your life, in particular, group 1. Okay, we have 2 black cats here. Okay, and a lot of people think black cats are bad luck. I don't find that to be true at all. I find black cat energy to be very connected to the other side. Okay, very mysterious. And I feel like there is mysterious, miraculous energy brewing about your life, and that is why this energy is coming forward. There is concern here for you, and the universe, Your guides, your ancestors want you to feel safe to pursue this gift, this inspiration. Some of you don't feel safe to pursue relationships, and you deserve to not be alone, okay? And you may have somebody in your life, but you don't have a lot of friends. And you're being encouraged to start to reach out, to open your heart to new people and places and things, because you are denying yourself the opportunity to network, okay? And there are bigger things brewing for you. There are bigger things manifesting for you, okay? There are fresh new ideas and new dreams. Now, what I'm getting here is that for you in particular, clearing your energy often is going to help you get over this hump. Because I feel like you're on a hump. You may feel like this is a giant obstacle, but I want you to know it's an optical illusion, okay? It's not as big as what you think it is. It's all about your perception, okay? This person, the way they made you feel, the things they said to you, I'm feeling like I'm shrinking. I feel like they made you feel small. I'm sorry. No one has a right to make anyone feel like this, like they don't matter, like they're unimportant. And you may have been told as a child or even as a spouse, like you need too much attention or you need too much emotional support. And it may have made you feel unimportant and like you were too demanding and you should just be happy with what you get. So you've always accepted like the scraps from people, like emotional scraps or scraps of attention. And you've always felt hungry for more. I want you to know that your needs are valid, okay? And there are people out there that will fulfill your needs. There is a reason why your soul is hungry for more attention. There is a reason why you have the needs you have. And instead of denying them, it's time to open up about them. It's time for you to explore why you have them and ask questions. Don't run from those needs, okay? They're not wrong. What you need is not wrong. But it's time to ask why. Instead of running from them, turn to them and face them and embrace them as part of your journey, finding out why and finding healthy ways to fulfill yourself instead of looking for that fulfillment in another. And what I'm getting from Spirit is part of your fulfillment of this need is going to come from your gifts and abilities, from this passion, from this craft, from this new dream, okay? And it's from establishing emotional boundaries. It's from understanding that the way you were treated by this person, the rough handling that you've had, was not normal. You did not deserve it. They have a whole other kind of hellish kind of experience going on within their own reality, okay? And they project that out into the world, and it touches people, unfortunately. And it rubs off. And although many of them are not ready to like have that conversation where they take responsibility, they acknowledge the harm they caused to a degree, and they are sad and grieving. There are regrets here, but many of them have a lot of work left to do, okay? But the higher self is coming through with, these are the realities. This is the truth of the situation. And the ancestors really want you to release yourself from the words of harm, from the situation of harm, and understand that you are not your trauma. Your trauma happened to you, but it is not who you are. It does not define you. You define yourself. Yes, it shakes you to your core. Yes, it does change your brain chemistry, but it ultimately is not who you are. And I feel like your guides, the ancestors, really want you to absorb that. I feel like it's really important that you learn how to protect yourself and put up boundaries, because I feel an intensely sensitive and creative soul here. And because of this generational energy I'm feeling, like this energy of toxicity and issues, along your path, you may find people who test your boundaries a lot. That's why it's really important that you begin to establish very firm boundaries. You work with boundaries. You learn how to work with your own boundaries. You learn how to drop them, how to raise them. You learn when and where to drop them and to raise them. You learn how to put up new ones and how to establish new connections. It is a delicate dance, this boundary game, but it is one that people who are highly sensitive and highly gifted really need to become very masterful at. It helps you move through life in a very strategic and beautifully free way. And strategy and freedom doesn't always go together, right? But somehow in the realm of boundaries, it does. Boundaries can liberate you to move in ways that are more freeing. Boundaries can help you know which way is your flow, okay? And it's really hard to explain or put into words. It's something you almost have to experience. It's almost like you have to figure out which way the wind is blowing, and to put like the rudders up in a certain way to keep the wind blowing that way, if you will. That's almost the best way I can like describe this, okay? It's like you figure it out and then you keep the flow going, and when it changes, you figure out, oh, the wind has changed, so we're going to go this way, and then you have your rudders. I think I'm explaining it right. Anyway, we have Page of Cups, love messages. We have the moon reflection. What I'm getting from your ancestors' higher self energy here is that, yes, this is a very tough situation, okay? But now, this may not apply to this particular relationship, but in general, the guides, ancestors, angels, higher selves want you to focus on positive, loving connections. If you've had someone with this person, you could think about those. If you feel comfortable with that. If you don't, okay? But think of the people and situations in your life that have been positive and loving, and how those moments made you feel, what you got out of it, how you interacted. It will help you understand the connections and people you want to bring in your life. Sometimes especially when we have this kind of thing, we think about that situation. We put a lot of energy into, the bad, because we're trying to work it out. That's part of working it out. But equally so, we should start thinking about the positive relationships we've had, so we can figure out how to bring more of those into our life, and how to act more in that energy and vibrancy, so that we create more of that in our life instead of more of this other negative, heavy energy. Because there's a balancing act going on. We want to leave the toxic, patterning behind, and we want to start moving in more positive energy. So, there was a time where I had to kind of like change how my brain thought about things. And, I used to dwell on the negative. I used to dwell on my disease. I used to dwell on my toxic, trauma and stuff. And I had to kind of get a hold of my filter, because I feel like when you have a lot of trauma, you have this kind of filter going on. It's always running everything through the trauma filter. Everything goes to the trauma and pain filter. And you kind of have to get a hold of that and become aware that you're doing that. And so the first thing I really asked for was for awareness. I asked my guides, my higher self, whatever, help me become aware when the trauma program is tripping on, so that I could become aware of when, my trauma is everything is being filtered through it. And what am I missing? What am I doing? What's really going on here? And it will help you see how, in many ways, you are sabotaging yourself. You are blocking your own happiness because you can't see the truth because it's muddled with this traumatic emotion, this traumatized brain and that kind of thing. So it's a deep work. It takes time, right? Well, one way to kind of counteract that filter that flips on is you kind of create this other filter in a way. Just bear with me and you create it by starting to really think about the positive things, the positive experiences, the positive emotions. And I'll just tell you, like within the last year, I realized, when you disassociate from like pain and things like that, there comes a moment when you disassociate to such a degree of pain and misery and those kind of things that you disassociate from all of it, from happiness, from joy. You never really feel the intensity of any of it because you're kind of numb. So if you start looking for those experiences of happiness and fulfillment, and you may not feel them intensely at first, but as you begin to kind of like realign yourself with those feelings of joy and happiness, over time you will find the intensity of that emotion, the feeling of that starts to come back. And you'll also notice the feeling of the reality of what happened, like your sadness, your concern and compassion for yourself starts to grow. It is like a scale of healing. It's your justice, okay? And I feel that's what's coming forward for you through all of this. This is what your higher self really wants you to be able to do. Okay, and that's why this energy is coming forward, because there are bigger things for you. And I feel like this energy doesn't want what happened to hold you back, to stifle you or make you so numb that you cannot bring yourself out of it and live the life that you came here to live, okay? So reflect on the good, positive relationships you've had and connections, and see the wisdom and the positive patterning that you can glean from those relationships, okay? And how you can bring those forward, all right? It's really important. That's really, really important. We have 8 of Wands, fast movement, okay? So what I'm getting here is, as this healing, as these awarenesses, as this time of self-reflection and self-care really, really takes hold, okay? And you may already be doing this. This may just be validation for you, okay? I feel like there's a lot of energy that's going to start to kind of kick up for you, okay? And I want you to kind of think of this as healing energy gathering, all right? Use this energy for inspiration, for your creativity. Use this energy to help you manifest the next happy, joyful chapter of your life, okay? That's really what the energy is coming forward for you to do. And I really feel this message is coming forward to help you be sure of your alignment. That's what I'm getting, like being aligned in knowing and not allowing this, and I hesitate to use this word, but this distraction to keep you from the things that you want to do in life. Now, I'm not using distraction in a dismissive way. I would never dismiss someone's trauma, okay? For real, because I've been there. But they're using it as the word distraction because they want you to know that your life has such a big potential. There's so much here that you can do with the gifts you've been given. Because group 1, I'm going to tell you, I tell people they're gifted. I get this energy for people all the time. But group 1, your energy is very expansive. I feel like you are truly amazingly gifted. Okay. And I feel like for many of you, there are many different options for you. Okay. Not just one, not just 2. Some of you have many different gifts. So you have many different ways you can go. There are many different roads open to you. Okay. So that kind of changes the game. because I feel like all roads lead. What I'm seeing is like there's a bunch of different roads. I'm seeing like 8 roads. So there's 8 of wands here. So I'm seeing like 8 roads open. They're golden roads, and they all lead to a rainbow. Okay, so all roads lead to the same kind of happiness and success and fulfillment, but you got to choose the road you're on. Okay? All right, let's get you guys some letters, initials, and some charms. Hey, group 1, these are going to be your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. Now, these could be your initials, their initials, a meaningful word, a screen name. Just take what resonates. I'm going to read off the letters and initials for you. We have OVYDT, TIUZAE, Now I'm concentrating all my energy on everything that landed in the obsidian, on the actual obsidian mirror that's in the middle of this black tray. Well, it's not a tray. It's actually another black magic mirror. This is actually a different magic mirror that the obsidian mirror is on. So you got quite a few charms. You actually have the Lilith charm here. Okay, so if you guys are aligned with Lilith, she's very much present for you, especially during this process. Now, Lilith is amazing for shadow work, and I feel like some of you guys, that's what this reading has been about. Some of you guys have more intense shadow work than others that you're going through. And it can be, it can be a very difficult time. And I feel like, especially we have the owl here, we have an owl showing as well. I feel like she's coming forward to let you know that shadow work is very much about not giving up. Okay, you can't, there is a lot of drinks here, you guys. Listen, I know things get hard, okay, and we all need to let loose, but don't allow compulsions to overcome you. I understand that this is hard, and by all means have catharsis, but don't allow old patterns to overcome you, okay? You have to stay determined and focused. And this healing journey is one of the most difficult things you will ever do. Okay, it is not easy. I often tell people the path of Lilith is not for the faint of heart. She's an intense dark mother. No stone goes unturned with Lilith. When she heals you, it is completely, and it can be brutal. I have worked with her very intensely on my own journey, and it has been absolutely wonderful. I have healed things that I did not think I could ever recover from. She has brought me literally from my deathbed. Some of you may not know, but I was in bed probably 80 to 90% of the time for about 6 years. I was in a wheelchair when I went out. I was deathly ill. Basically, long story short, she brought me from the edge of death and helped me find my way. Now, I walked every step, every motherfucking step I walked. But she guided my steps very much. So she'll help you, she'll help guide you, but you have to do the work, and the work is tough, So I feel like some of you guys may be really, really tired, and it is tiring. You will have to take a break, and it's okay, and you'll know when to take a break. It may be time for you to take a break. The work will be there, Sometimes we take these breaks where we integrate. We integrate what we've learned, okay? We kind of rise up out of the dark water, out of the abyss. The dark mother kind of brings us to the surface. We take a big breath. We kind of swim around. We find our light. We integrate what we've learned in our healing, and then guess what? We go back down. But we gather ourselves for the next deep dive, okay? So if you need to do that. Practice some self-care. Don't, leave the deep work for a little bit and go tend to your garden, or plant one, or go for a walk, or, make some cookies, or plan an outing, or, take a break for a couple of weeks. It's okay. It's okay for you to make space for you. It's very important you stay grounded, all right? Because you have more time than what you think, okay? There is no hurry. There is no race here. This is your own personal journey. I know it's hard because we at times are, we want to get through the dark night or dark shadow work very quickly, right? Because it's so intense. We just want to get it done. But it doesn't work like that. You can't just speed demon through it, okay? It takes as long as it takes. And sometimes it takes years. I've been working on healing my throat chakra for this may be the 4th year. So, it just takes as long as it takes, and that's okay, but you have to give yourself grace in knowing that, you didn't get to where you are today overnight, and you won't heal it overnight, okay? And you have to love yourself along the way. And that really is a big message from Lilith, learning to love and accept yourself as you are. You don't love yourself when you're healed. You love yourself now with all your wounds and your battle scars and your bad attitude and your hating shadow work. Of course you don't like shadow work. Who wants to do it? It's not fun, but it will absolutely help you create more of the life you want to live. It's definitely worth it, but it's not for everybody. Not everybody's ready. It's intense, okay? So give yourself some grace and take a break if you need it, okay? All right, group 1, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 2, all of you that selected Medusa and Justice, this is going to be your reading revealing what do they regret and what do they want you to know. So keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. Okay, let's get into these cards here. Now, I will be pulling more cards as I need to for clarity, probably tarot, and at the end of this group, I'm going to get letters, initials, and charms. All right, let's see what came out for you. We have Snow Angel. The signs are with you already. Okay. We have alignment, here and now. We have voices from the other side. Let's see, let me put that right there. Ooh, okay. We have growth. We have tangled third parties and possible situations. Let's see, is that kind of shining? There we go. Okay. Unicorn, shit fight, ground yourself now. Alchemy, the Philosopher's Stone, infinity, destiny, magic. Left hand, judgment. Healing with Mother Nature. We have Titanic, holds on to things, people, and or situations that they thought were built to last, but inadvertently need to walk away from. Okay. Acts interested in people's lives and problems, but will probably use it against them later at a later time. Waist trainer bae, into their looks more than you're into yours. Superficial, pretty toy. Kryptonite, sparkly and pretty on the outside, but toxic and ill-intended on the inside. We have comes crawling back and pretends to act remorseful and regretful in order to be on good terms. Oh. I'm hearing I got caught. Let me pull on this. I got caught. I got caught. I'm getting pulled on fight here. I got caught. Okay, group 2, it feels like you were, sorry, my hair is driving me crazy. Hang on. Okay. It feels like you were completely fucked over by this person. Okay, this feels like a pure D, I fucked you over big time. Okay, I fucked you over. Everyone knows it. I know I did it. I did it. Right? Okay, tell me more about this. Vampire, parasite, cut the cord. Okay, maybe you've done a cord cutting or this is somebody you cut off, but it's after a fight. Tell me more about this situation. We have natural flirt, Libra, I see you, so sexy. Okay, so there's jealousy perhaps here. We have vanity. You know, this person may be very vain, or there's something about someone's looks here. Perhaps they were hitting on you, because we have third party situation. Perhaps someone was getting, maybe this is an ex or somebody you were talking to. There's a third party involved. Maybe they were flirting or someone was flirting with them. Liar, Leo energy. They were lying about talking to somebody, or they were talking to a third party, and they got caught. Perhaps they were cheating as well. Tell me more about this. I'm hearing someone say, I was unfaithful. Whether it's emotional or whatever. Hater wants to pop out. Gemini energy. I'm not feeling the hate as much, but you could actually have hate now because you feel betrayed by this person. And also Gemini, they could be a Gemini. Okay, this person lied about cheating, passive-aggressive joker, okay. For some of you, they may have got caught in a joke. Somehow they made some kind of passive-aggressive joke or something and they got caught. Some of you caught them on their phone or something. It wasn't a full-blown, like, flesh-on-flesh situation. It was a more of a phone-on-phone situation, if you get what I'm saying. We have Cancer, psychic. You just had a feeling. Luscious, you are all I see. You are irresistible. So they were blowing you up. Perhaps this is how they were talking to the other person. Okay, so we know who this person is, which, you know, what could you possibly have to say? Well, I fucked you over. I did. I admit it. Okay, I admit it. You knew. And what really, oh, okay, this is why. Okay, because you are psychic as fuck. Okay, you are psychic. This is why this is coming forward. Okay, this is weird. This is weird. I didn't expect this. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Okay, so I feel like you don't realize this. A lot of you don't realize this, but this terrible situation. Now, this could be something that happened in the past, or this could be something that happened recently, if this resonates for you, okay? But this situation was a validation, is a validation of your psychic abilities because you guys knew. That's why you started looking. Or that's why you started paying attention. Some of you got a feeling. You got that feeling in your gut, didn't you? Yes, baby, you did. You got that little, you know, that stirring. I call it a stirring. You get that kind of like, you know, you get that little adrenaline rush. Like, y'all, I know something's wrong here. Someone is being a bitch to me, and I'm not sure. I think it's this person over here, but I don't know. We have the Hermit. Yeah. I feel like this energy is coming forward to let you know that honestly, they're just shallow. Okay, this person's just, they read shallow. Okay, they're just a shallow person. Temperance and the Eight of Swords here. They are ate up with self. Okay, and Spirit wants you to know that. That's Temperance coming forward. This little robin, is that a robin? That's not a robin, that's a cardinal coming forward to tell you like this, however this happened, however this resonates, this is not a reflection of you, okay? Don't let this past situation like keep you from pursuing other relationships. And I know it's hard because this is baggage, because I feel like you got really messed over by somebody. Now, I'm just going to say this. There's a few of you where this isn't necessarily like romantic. This is like somebody close to your heart. It feels like heartbreak, okay? It feels like someone close to your heart if it's not like romantic, okay? And I feel like for some of you, it's paralyzed you with this 8 of Swords energy, like you're paralyzed. And some of you are in serious denial of your gifts, okay? You don't, and listen, I understand this, okay? I denied this for a long time. I feel like some of you probably got hits, like some kind of psychic feeling that you should not be with this person, or you should break up with this person, or you should not hang out with this person, but you did it anyway. And then this happened, okay? And you may find that you tend to go against what your gut says sometimes, or a lot. And often you're proven wrong. And because you're going against your intuition. And I'm here to tell you, honey, your higher self, your ancestors, this energy all is bearing witness to the fact that you are very gifted. And if you'll start following your gut more, you will find the road to happiness opens up much easier for you. Okay? We have the Page of Cups. Exactly. Exactly. All right. This person used you. I'm getting with the Titanic. Like, they actively used you to get fed. Parasite, cut the cord. This person was using your powerful energy. You have a lot of powerful energy. Okay? And they were just drinking it up because they were manipulating you to get your energy. And you may be the kind of person where you attract this kind of person, because I feel like this energy they got from you was very energetically yummy. It was yummy. I'm getting like this message from this person, like it's yummy, it's sweet. You are a very compassionate, kind person. And because of that, it's just irresistible to this kind of energy. This person has a lot of, I see this person like a bro, okay? Take it as it is, all right? Standing in front of a mirror saying, I just love myself. I'm just in love with myself. I fucking love who I am. And I love the way other people make me feel. But do I love other people? No. It's almost like a commercial. But do I love other people? No. But I love myself. So drink this pop called I love myself, or whatever, it just feels like somebody who's advertising for themselves. They market themselves. They are all about themselves. They were never about you, and anything they told you was not about you. They were always about them, okay? They used people, and you were another person that they used. And this is not a reflection on you or your value. Okay, it's a reflection on the fact that inside of them, see, now I'm seeing spirit flip them inside out. And within them, there's nothing. They are a void. They haven't developed themselves in any kind of deep way. They are almost like they are themselves kind of stuck in the 8 of Swords. Because I feel like this person was not given enough attention or enough investment, and they haven't turned a corner in their own life where they are investing in themselves. So they're stuck in this like kind of, what label are you wearing? What kind of car do you drive? How nice are my abs? Not that that's a bad thing. I'm not judging them. I'm just saying this is where they're at. This is their reality. So if they ever sounded deep to you, it wasn't real. It was an illusion created to get more yum yum. Okay? To get more of your yum yum. And I'm not laughing, but it is what it is. I'm not laughing at you, honey. I'm laughing at the terminology, the spirit, this energy is using. This energy is very cocky. Okay? And they hide it behind a mask. They feel very entitled to other people's energy. It's very vampiric, but it's the kind of vampiric energy that masks itself underneath all kinds of layers. This person is a chameleon, very Gemini, a very unbalanced Gemini. And I'm not speaking badly of Geminis. All signs, unbalanced, have different toxic qualities. We're all toxic people. Don't come for me. Okay, I have Gemini in my chart. I have Gemini and Saturn, and it is what it sounds like. Okay, so let's get some more energy here. Ace of Swords. Okay, so what I'm feeling here is that this energy is coming forward, and they want you to know all of this so you can have clarity, so you can move on. Because I really feel like, and it's not, I should say this spirit isn't necessarily wanting you to have clarity. It's more like the higher self of this person, because this energy will cling to you. Okay, this energy would come back if given the right circumstances, not because they want you or want contact with you, but because they want your energy. And they will feed on energy, be it bad or good. Any energy is good energy. Okay, so for some of you, literally, you need to cut the cord. Okay, energetically, you need to cut the cord. Some of you have, some of you haven't. For some of you, it doesn't resonate. Don't take it. Okay, for others, this is just the higher self saying it's time for you to move on from this person and understand why this happened. And the real takeaway here isn't that this person, is just kind of like, well, they were kind of a trash can to you. Okay, they really were. They were not a good person to you. And I'm not judging their humanity. I'm just saying their behavior was not good. Okay, they were very manipulative to you. All right, that's really not the takeaway here. The takeaway is that you are very gifted. You are highly psychic. And it's time that you really explore that more and develop that gift. You have that gift to use to your advantage in this life. Okay, to use as you see fit. And to deny it denies yourself pathways. You deny yourself opening roads that you can feel. You may not be able to see, but you can feel them because of your psychic sense, okay? Some of you guys are spirit mediums. You guys have seen or heard dead people or spirits for a very long time, and you don't like talking about it because it brings them up. It brings them around. You don't know how to control it yet and all that kind of stuff. Well, ignoring it doesn't necessarily make it go away. Okay, it's like the thing that lingers all the time, and every once in a while it pops up. Okay, it's a gift you've been given that you can use to help you in this life. Okay, and many of you have this gift genetically, and many of you bring this gift forward from past lives. You earn this gift or you attain this gift in a past life, and you're meant to use it now in this age of Aquarius to help yourself and help the collective. But first, you got to come to terms with it. I am one of those people, I didn't wake up one morning and say, hey, I can see dead people and I can talk to spirits and I know things that I feel like I don't know, I don't want to know, or I never knew before, or I don't know. Why do I know this weird shit? I was never comfortable with it. I didn't like it. I had a lot of shame about it. I hid it for years, and it took a lot for me to accept it, and that's okay. It's okay that you're just not ready to walk into it and be okay with it. A lot of us don't talk about that. A lot of psychics talk about like, well, I was always gifted and it was just a really happy experience for me and I just walked into it. Well, that's not my story. My story is I was not okay with it. It was trouble for me. I had a lot of guilt about it. And I had to kind of grow into it, and I had to have a lot of different experiences, and that's okay too. So give yourself some grace with this, but don't run from it. The best thing you can do is embrace it, okay? The best thing you can do is say, okay, so I have these abilities. Instead of saying, no, 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 just start saying, okay, I have these abilities. Nothing follows. No but, no and, nothing. Okay, I have these abilities, period. That is the beginning of acceptance. That is the beginning of the next evolution. That is the beginning of your clarity in this area, okay? So just walk into it, okay? It doesn't mean develop it. It doesn't mean anything like that. After you say that, then you can say, okay, so my name is Michelle or whatever, and I am a spirit medium, period. That's more acceptance because you're putting a name to it. You're putting a label to it. It can be very small movements. You'll also find that once you start doing this, that your gifts start to kind of pop. Okay? All right. It's the beginning. It's the beginning of peaceful acceptance. Stop the war with your gifts, whatever they are. Stop warring with your gifts and make peace. Just like you have to make peace with your vessel. This is your ship. Your body is your ship in this reality. That's all it is. Make peace with it. Your ship is not like other people's ship. Your ship is designed for you personally, okay? Don't judge your ship to other people's ship, okay? Your ship has gifts. You have psychic gifts, psychic abilities, all right? And so making war with the gifts of this ship doesn't make the journey easier. In fact, you're blocking some of the advantages that your vessel has in this reality by not accepting the gifts of this particular vessel. It comes equipped with certain gifts, and you have psychic ones. So level up. Level up already and accept them. I know it's hard. I know it can be scary, okay? We have 9 of Swords. Yeah, like I know there's a lot of worry. I know people can be, right? They can be cruel. We have justice, injustice. And when we have justice coming out, you're worrying about things. You're worrying about how people would judge you. And this person here didn't help, right? This situation made you feel small, unimportant, used. But also we have this healing card here. A lot of you probably, you don't have to tell anybody, but I feel it. You guys probably have really felt your healing ability, right? It might even have scared some of you, especially if you started working with herbs or certain kind of healing modalities. You were like, dude, I'm channeling energy through my hands. Or, dude, did I just see that, what I saw? Am I seeing projections? Am I seeing orbs? No. And you're just like, no, that's not possible. And you just put it away, right? You just put that away in the back of your mind. Listen, you have justice here. Owning your gifts helps bring in good karma, good energy, good luck, a good and peaceful flow. This is peace coming into your life, okay? This is peace and protection. It's much easier to protect someone and to open up roads and to give people and offer people and the universe to bring in things to people who accept where they are and who they are, accepting their vessel and their gifts. Those are like baseline. Because if you can accept those things, then you can see the path you're on currently. And you can see that, hey, my path has got some potholes. So I need to make some plans. It helps you become more aware of where you are. Hey, my path, the bridge is out, y'all. Attention, everyone behind me, the bridge is out. We need to build a bridge. Those are the kinds of like things that you become aware of as you begin to own your vessel and own your situation, own your gifts, okay? And it starts with a very little statements such as, okay, so I'm gifted, I'm psychic, my name is Michelle and I am, a dream healer, or I am Michelle and I am whatever your name is, okay? I am psychic, or whatever it is, all right? Those kind of things are very powerful. We have the moon. There is your psychic abilities. We have the 2 of Swords, and there is the 10 of Swords. Okay, so what I'm getting with the 2 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, and the moon, you have to stop doubting, okay? You are tormenting yourself about this, and this situation with this person probably caused some real serious doubts about your yourself, your value. And listen, if you don't have confidence in yourself, when you have these strange experiences, of course you're going to judge yourself. Of course you're not going to take yourself seriously. Of course you're going to walk away and be like, no. You're not going to have the confidence to accept yourself as you are and accept your gifts and abilities. You're going to be like, no, that can't be happening. I'm not that special. I mean, look what this person did to me, right? So as you heal and you begin to grow in self-love and acceptance, you begin to grow and accept yourself as you are and understand that what happened in this situation isn't a reflection of you, but of them and their inner emptiness and voided self, and not a reflection of you, who, by the way, your internal world is very fertile. There's a lot of greenery there. I'm seeing like rich, lush forest and meadows. That's what I feel when I see your internal world psychically. Okay, there's a lot of healing there. There's a lot of power there. Okay. You have got to stop doubting yourself. You need to give yourself some grace and understand that you are having these experiences. They are what they are. Stop discounting yourself and stop allowing the external world to dictate your value. These are things that you are healing through your connection to nature and your healing self. Allow your own healing ability to engulf you. Heal yourself. And do what you're guided to do to heal yourself. If you're guided to like go to a doctor, go to a doctor. If you're guided to go, do some painting, do some painting. Healing modalities vary, okay? If you're having physical problems though, please go see a doctor. I'm not a professional doctor. I'm just a woman with a gift and I'm sharing it with you. All right? Okay, let's get you guys some letters, initials, and some charms. Hey Group 2, these are going to be your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. These could be your initials, their initials, a meaningful word, a screen name. Just take what resonates. We have ZAMRGUIORWEAZU. There's quite a few charms here. I got to tell you, I feel like for you, and I think I got this for Group 1, I'm feeling like self-care is just real important. There is some chakra alignment. I'm calling this the nurse's heart. It's like a self-care heart. Every time I get this, I'm like, self-care is just really important for this person. Oh, we have an F here. And this R, I'm going to count this R. Everything that's touching this obsidian mirror in the middle, I'm counting. So as letters, so FR, add that as well. I feel like you may need to do like some meditation, like chakra alignment and meditation and clearing. Take some time to take care of yourself. Love on yourself, okay? I feel like with this passport, like, again, I'm feeling movement and I'm feeling travel, but I feel like this is consciousness. I feel like there's an expansion of your consciousness that is like an activation almost, maybe of your third eye. So you guys might look into some meditation practices to work on your third eye, to get more comfortable with your third eye and your psychic abilities as well. And I have this yellow rose here, and I'm feeling like we have a sunflower, and I'm feeling the presence of someone's grandma here. Yellow roses will be important for this. The sunflower will be very important. Someone's grandma grew sunflowers, and I always see them in blue dresses. It's like they're signed to me that they've passed over. So I'm seeing her in a blue dress, but this blue dress is particular. So I pay attention to the the details of the dresses or the clothes, because it's in the details, not necessarily the color. But she's wearing like a house dress that she would wear like in a garden, and it had pockets in the front, but the pockets are on the outside and they're sewn on the dress and they're like square. And her shoes are like white shoes, and they have like they're like old nurse's shoes. Maybe she was a nurse. Was she a nurse? Was she a nurse, or did she work in nursing? I feel like this may be a nurse that's coming forward, or an elderly nurse, or someone in a nursing home. She was in a nursing home. There's a lot of that energy coming forward. This may be two different energies coming forward for different people. So just take what resonates here. I feel like this energy is concerned, however this plays out for you. It feels like ancestor energy. Okay, very concerned because of this inability to like accept your gifts, or to the denial of your gifts, because there's a pathway that's waiting. I see off in the distance, I see a welcome mat along a pathway. It's like a dirt pathway that is open on a dirt road, and there's a welcome mat on the pathway, but it's like it's waiting for you, but you have to walk up to it and you have to cross the threshold. And it's like a person has their back to it. It's like a denial of this pathway. And I see down the pathway, there is a bright sun. Like there is a lot of positive changes and happiness down this road. But there's a need here for acceptance, and acceptance of vessel and self. And I feel like this relationship, this situation probably caused you to judge yourself very harshly. You probably took this situation very much to heart, okay? I feel like this person, it feels like they were very harsh and brutal. And honestly, they know that they are using people and treating them poorly. Like they know they do it. And I don't feel a ton of remorse, but more like an acknowledgement that, yes, I do this to people. And it's not the best thing in the world, but, that's life, I've always done this stuff. Like, I've always done this stuff to people because, I'm a parasite. And I think it's because I'm gonna be, honest here. I think this person probably had a very traumatic childhood. And they feel like the attention and whatnot that I feel like they were very probably abused. Okay, so they had someone parasite from them, so they never learned how to get this kind of energy from themselves, so they take it from other people, and so on and so on. So that's how a generational patterning, curse, whatever you want to call it, continues, and they're continuing what they were taught. And you are a very sensitive person and very gifted. And I feel like you are such a compassionate and beautiful soul that your energy just is irresistible. And this is the kind of person that can be drawn to your energy. Along your pathway, you may meet these kind of people. And I got the same message in a different way for group 1. Sometimes we meet similar energies along our pathway, and it really is to kind of let us gauge where we are. And sometimes we end up back in the reading like this, dealing with heartache, dealing with our own sense of self and our own self-worth, and dealing with our own realities. Have we really accepted ourselves? Are we really at that place? What's really sad about the human condition is that we have been so brutal to one another that we actually have to go through the process of self-acceptance. A lion doesn't have to go through a process of accepting that it's a lion. It knows it's a lion. But as human beings, because of all the trauma we've been through, we have to go through this process of accepting ourselves as we are, in our vessel as we are. We judge each other and ourselves so harshly. So I feel like for you, some grace and some true self-love will really help propel you very far on your journey, and it will help you cross the threshold to that pathway of some real happiness and some clarity, and moving further away from this kind of energy. Okay. And I feel like that's why this has come forward, is as an example of energy that the ancestors and your guides want you to move away from, but not run from. Okay, this isn't running from the situation. This is understanding why it happened, learning from it, integrating the lesson, and moving forward in acceptance of self. When we accept self, then we become more authentic in our expression. So it's a process, all right? So be patient with yourself, be loving with yourself, have some grace for yourself, and forgive yourself, okay? Because you're right where you need to be. Things are as they should be, all right? And I love you guys, okay? So keep your chin up. Things will get better, all right? And that's what I got for you, Group 2. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, Group 3, all of you that chose the Dragon Treasure, this is your reading all about revealing what are their regrets and what do they want you to know. So keep in mind this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I will be pulling more cards as I need to for clarity, probably tarot. And at the end of this reading, I'll be getting letters, initials, and charms. So let's see what came out for you guys in the pre-shuffle. Okay, the first card we have is Eclipse Mermaid, a powerful energy shift. We have Taking a Vow. We have Imagination Beyond Limits. Obsession, My Eternal Thirst. Angel of Death. Third Eye, Vision, Manifesting, Meditation. Angel Anarchy, Move Away from Control. Loony Luna Sister, Remove All Negative Energy Imprints. Mouse, Take time to breathe out. You have been nervous and stressed. Make some me time and read, drink tea, light a candle, return to yourself. Pig, they love to ham it up for your attention, and it gives them joy to see you with joy. Fish, damn Gina, no more skimming. Abundance and prosperity is coming to you from that spirit. Okay. Giraffe, take it slow. Your heart is accident prone. You're too kind-hearted to those who don't deserve your kindness and love. Cardinal, someone is trying to fuck up your energy, but loved ones in spirit is saying, no, they fucking won't. I got you. Okay. What do they regret? Well, first of all, I feel like this is probably an ex, okay? For some of you, it's not an ex. It's somebody you're with and they have regrets, okay? And it has to do with commitment. Either if you're with somebody, they feel like they wish they had met you sooner and they could have committed to you sooner or married you younger. For others, this is somebody you were married to and they did not treat you like a treasure, like the treasure you were or are. They didn't treasure your relationship like they should have. They didn't make time for you. They messed up. They messed up. I'm hearing I messed up. I messed this up. I feel like if this is your person, I think they feel like they can't, and I picked this up in another reading. So this is someone who's come through a different reading. So I can't remember which one it is, but it feels like a similar person coming through. So just take what resonates here. But I feel like this person they feel like they can't be enough for you. Like they can't give you the wedding you want or the marriage you want. They can't be the person you deserve. Like you deserve more than what they can give you. And they regret that they can't be that person for you. Um, and we have this obsession card here. So they're very into you still. If this is an ex, if this is your person, they're very focused on you. Let's pull some tarot here. There's a lot of energy going towards you. They think of you often. They're invested in you. But there's also this energy of like, I don't know how to be enough for her. So this may be a masculine energy talking about a feminine energy. That's energy, not gender. Okay. I feel like for those of you who this is an ex, I feel like there was some kind of cutting off. Maybe it was the fact that you wanted to get married or you wanted to level up, and this person was like, no, I don't want to get married. I don't want to level up. I want to be free. And they're having regrets about that. Like they wish they had been ready or they wish they had done that. And some of them may want to come back, and the Six of Swords. But you moved on. You moved on. Time's up. Right. Because the truth is that who wants to force someone to marry you? So if you have made like your awareness known that you want to get married or you want to live with somebody or whatever this is, okay, and that is a need or want of yours, something you want to experience with this person, and they have let you know that they don't want to do that, then maybe it's time to move on. And I feel like that's what you did. Okay, I feel like an energy coming through. It's so weird. It feels like a very strong energy. And I feel like there's this energy about the feminine that's just like, I love myself and I am not going to settle for a relationship that's unfulfilling. And I want someone who's willing to commit to me. And I feel like this energy is saying like, it's not that I'm not willing to commit to you. It's just that I'm not ready. Now, for some of you, this is an ex where you took a vow and they were not able to give you the emotional support or even for some of you, the fidelity that you needed or loyalty. There may have been betrayal here. And you were just like, no, that is not the relationship that I want, that I needed. Like, I need you to be true. I need you to want to be married. And you may be at the point in your life where, you're trying to decide if you want to be married. Maybe you've met somebody and you're on the fence about it. Okay, this may be the person coming through saying, I regret that I'm not going to be that person that you're going to marry. I regret that that's not going to be me because I'm not a marrying type of person. And this may be your higher self coming through saying, if that's something you want, then this may be time for you to move on to somebody else because you want to be with someone who you can share that experience with, okay? Just take what resonates here. We have the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So new beginnings, all right? We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Six of Cups. So I feel like however we unfold this, it feels like an energy of like a healing connection, healing this. We have 6-6 here. So it's like, I'm sorry that I failed you. And I understand that you had to move on. And I want you to be happy. I want you to heal because you deserve it. You deserve to be happy. I don't want you to be on guard. You are a treasure. You are a treasure. And energetically, there is a big shift coming for you. And I want you to be ready for it. For some of you, you may have somebody in your life that is coming to terms with the fact that if they don't step up and start having the relationship with you that they need to have and become that person, and it's such a slippery slope that it's probably not going to work out, right? And they regret that they may not be able to, like they're thinking about this, like I may lose this person. the Page of Wands here. Like, I may lose this person. This person may move on. And look at, I'm reading this energetically, like intuitively. Look at all these offers coming in to this page. Like, look at all these people wanting this page's attention. They know that other people will want you. This X energy is like, I know that people want you. You're a treasure, and I blew it, and it's my fault. Don't give up on what you want. This is the message I'm getting. It's like, don't give up on what you want because of me. You'll find somebody to fulfill that. I wish I could be the one. I wish I could have given you that. I wish I hadn't done the things I did that left you in this state. I feel a state of confusion as well with this energy. I feel like you want to move on, or you did. You know, this was a rocky tower. It's a tall tower. Okay, you fell hard. This was a long fall. Okay, and it was a slow beginning to something, like a slow new beginning. You've been very guarded as well. If this is your person, you've been very guarded with your person, and it may actually be a very healing and good relationship. But there may be a slow coming of the next evolution of this relationship. It may not be moving as fast as you like, and you may be reading that as somebody who is not willing to like go to the next level. And this person is like, I'm not there yet. And you may be reading that as somebody who doesn't want to be there yet. And, you know, the thing is that it's okay if it's not, what is the word I want to use? It's okay if you guys aren't at the same place right now. As long as your needs are being met and you're happy. You know, you don't have to always know where you're going, as long as you're having a positive and healing experience, okay? Sometimes there's a lot of fun to be had in not knowing. And if your goal is to just get married, then you need to reflect on that, right? Because the goal should be to have a happy and healthy relationship with marriage. You know what I'm saying? Having a happy and healthy relationship should be absolutely part of the whole marriage thing, or whatever this next. It feels like marriage. It feels like somebody wants to get married and they have issues with a past marriage or past baggage, or you're with somebody who maybe you're scared they don't want to commit. Maybe you guys haven't even talked about it, getting married, or maybe your person doesn't want to get married and they're regretting that. You know, because I feel like some of you may have had a conversation or mentioned it and it didn't go well. And now you're like, you know, maybe I need to move on. You know, maybe I'm not going to get what I want from this. Maybe this has gone as far as it can go, you know. And I feel like the person is coming through very powerfully, by the way. This person has a very powerful energy, is coming through and saying, you know, I know you have more options. I know there will be people who come forward for you. And let's talk about those people. I feel like you want to know about those people, right? So let's talk about those people. Let's talk about the people that will come forward for you. We have the Devil. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune coming forward and the Devil. So a lot of really powerful attraction. This is intense sexual chemistry. The wheel will definitely turn. Now, I'm going to say something. For some of you, this is your person getting their shit together. Okay, I just want to say that. Like, I just want to leave that door open for some of you. If you know who this is, then this is for you. Now, for others, this is your validation of like, you know, yeah, I'm going to let this go, and I'm going to move on. And, you know, for some of you, this is like the X situation, you know, moving on from that, allowing the door open to like new people, meeting new people, allowing new people to come into your sphere of influence. I think this X energy wants you to allow new people, allow yourself to meet new people, because they know they didn't treasure you, and they want you to meet someone who you are head over heels in love with. Look at how she looks at him. Look at this, like just madly in love with. And the wheel is going to turn in your favor. Okay, it really is. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this situation. Tell me more about this person, this situation. Tell me more. We have justice. This is your justice, you guys. This is your healing justice, okay? This is the universe saying, we see your tower and we raise you justice, okay? This is your passionate, romantic connection. This is that thing you've been waiting for. And I feel like it's because you've learned so much. And for some of you, it's because you're willing to let go. You're willing to let go. For some of you, it's because you're letting go of the expectations of your current relationship. And you're just saying, you know what? I'm going to be present. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to enjoy my person. And you know what? I'll know when it's time to move on. If this isn't going to unfold, I'm just going to enjoy it for what it is and move on when it's time, and that's it, right? I'm going to just release it and allow the universe to do its thing, and I'm going to receive what the universe has for me. And for some of you, it's going to be like, it's time for me to move on. Like, I've gone as far as I can go, and obviously I want to get married, I want to have children, or I want to do whatever, and this isn't going to happen. So it's time for me to say sayonara, I will see you later, I wish you well, and move on. For others, this is a sign from your ex that, they did not appreciate you. They did not validate you. They took you for granted, and you deserve to have someone who treasures you in your life. They acknowledge your value, and they don't want you to lock yourself off from other people. It's time for you to move on and allow someone else in your life and open up. And I know it takes time, but there is a powerful attraction energy coming towards you. There is someone, someone that you are going to just absolutely adore. And here's the thing: it's not one-sided. It looks like it in this card, but it's not. It's not. They're going to be equally obsessed with you. This is going to be a relationship that is something you can't imagine. This person is going to be very in sync with you. I'm not using the word. There's a word I want to use, but I don't want to use it because it has so many toxic kind of ideas around it. But it's an important soulmate. It's could be a twin situation, but don't get lost in the label. Okay, an important soulmate, a divine counterpart. I like that better. Okay, so tell me more about this little devil. Tell me more about this little devil that's going to turn the wheel. They're going to crank your wheel, honey, and you're going to get some divine justice, babe. Okay, this Nine of Swords energy, your worry, your grief, your pain of your loss, honey, the Four of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Wands. You're going to have so much recovery in your area of love. So much healing. I'm hearing fun, fulfillment. You deserve this, okay? But here's the thing. You have to know. You have to embrace the idea that you deserve this, okay? Because it's going to be hard to embrace this little sexy devil if you don't know that this little sexy devil wants to embrace you, okay? Because this is a powerful energy. This is someone who is fully embracing who they are. They are very sexual and sensual, and they're going to want all of you, honey, okay? So I feel like it's almost like this energy needs to start getting ready for this energy, okay? So there's some work to do to get you ready. I can't even keep it in my hands, y'all. This energy needs to get ready for this energy, okay? And it's a process, all right? I feel like you're going to have a lot of reasons to be happy. I think there's going to be a lot of reclining, if you know what I'm saying. And look, the Queen of Cups, the most sensual card in the deck. I mean, look, I feel like you're going to be feeling good and looking good. I'm feeling a glow up. I'm feeling a glow up from within. I'm feeling good in my skin. I feel like this person's going to make you feel very attractive and very beautiful. If you haven't had a partner who's ever made you feel attractive and beautiful, this partner will, okay? Now, for some of you, this is your current partner going through something that it's almost like a coconut to the head moment where they get bonked into reality and they're like, oh my gosh, I am going to lose my person if I don't wake the fuck up. And it's like a coconut, which is their spirit guides, whatever, hitting them on the head saying, wake up. Don't you see you have a Queen of Cups? You better wake up. You better wake up. You better wake up because the wheel is turning. The wheel is turning. right? And we have the Eight of Wands because there's all this hot energy around you. And you're thinking, Amy, I don't feel real hot. This is just the energy, honey. It's gathering about you. All right. And everybody on the table agrees that you are hotness. Okay. You just have to own this. All right, you deserve to be happy. If you want to get married, honey, there's nothing wrong with it. If you want to live with someone, there's nothing wrong with it. If you want to have a family, there's nothing wrong with it. Just own it. You want to have a hot, heavy affair with somebody who is obsessed and desires you and wants you all the time, there ain't nothing wrong with that either. Okay? Just own your desire. Own what you want and don't let anyone talk you out of it. Okay, don't accept less than what you want from someone, even if you care about that someone. And if someone is honestly telling you that they can't do that, they're not available for that, then believe them and move on. I have a feeling, though, for some of these people, when you tell them, hey, I want something like this, and that they may have told you they're not down for that, when they figure out that you're like, okay, dude, I'm outie. Thanks. It's been great. Love you. Have a good life. They're going to be like, huh? Say what? Okay. Well, spirit comes in, something happens, bonk on the head, and they're like, dude, we can definitely make this happen. So, and for some of you, it'll be like, it's too late. Too bad. So sad. We're going to have the tower moment, wherever that card is. We're going to have this tower moment, and I'm going to move on. Or it'll be like, oh, okay. I can get down. I can do it now. I can get down with this. So it's different situations for different people. So keep that in mind. Let's get you guys some letters, initials, and some charms. Okay, group 3, these are going to be your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. These could be your initials, their initials, a meaningful word, a screen name. Just take what resonates here. We have RUBDRZEWXZEYEZERG. Well, we have Rub Doctor. Someone wants to be your rub doctor. Okay. All right. I think that's pretty funny. Somebody's funny. I feel like you guys might have some funny person who's interested in you. They may have a really good sense of humor. Listen, a sense of humor can take you really far. There are some times that my sense of humor has really kept me afloat. So, a sense of humor also is a sign of intelligence. A lot of funny people are very, very smart. So, and I do feel like whether this is the person you're with, or not, there's definitely an energy around you. Now, I feel like for some of you, this energy is waiting for you to be free. Okay, it's waiting. And for others, this is your person. So, again, just take what resonates here. Now, we have the acorn here, and I feel like there's definitely... There's definitely somebody who wants to plant some seeds with you. Okay, so we're just going to keep that PG-13, and you just, take that wherever you want to take it. We have the Lilith charm, and then we had the Devil card that came out. And I really do feel like pile 3, there's going to be, for some of you, a time where you're going to be accessing more of your attraction. Like your sexual attraction, your sexual chemistry, your sensuality, like your hotness. You're going to become more and more desirable. And this may be something that you haven't really explored. And I encourage you to explore it, especially if you're going to be going like off on your own, like if you're not with somebody and you want to attract that special someone. It's okay for you to kind of explore your attraction, your physicality, your presence. A lot of people don't talk about your presence. Presence is half the thing, half the battle, allowing yourself to fully be present in your vessel, be connected with your vessel, and allowing the truth and authenticity of yourself to come forward. That's what attracts people who are fully in command of their vessel and confident in who they are. And, this is something you may have struggled with. And I tell you, Lilith is a wonderful energy to work with when you are battling through that. She will help you overcome a lot of the stigma that can be attached to like the appearance of a vessel, the objectivity about it, how image and what we're told we should look like and be like, and help us really knock down those limiting thoughts about that. Because a lot of times how we see ourselves and the truth of how we really are completely different. We're often very hard on ourselves because we hold ourselves to a impossible standard that does not exist. Okay, so keep that in mind. I think you guys are really hard on yourself. Okay, we have the Minnie Mouse ears, and group 3. Out of all the groups that I've done today, I think you need fun more than anyone else. And I'm going to be real honest here with you. I think you guys need some adult time. Really, really badly. Like, you guys need to let loose. Okay, I feel so much pent up energy and frustration with you guys. I feel like you have so much stress. A lot of it is self-imposed for some of you, and I feel like you guys just need to have some fun. Like, you, first of all, you need to be playful. Maybe watch some Disney movies, maybe play some video games, maybe just, have some fun, but also have some adult time. Okay, so if you're with somebody, maybe that's what you're needing to reconnect with them. Maybe y'all need to have some adult fun. Okay, now if you're not with somebody, then you do you, boo. Okay, you take care of that department all by yourself. Okay, you don't need Auntie Amy to tell you how to unroll that situation. Okay, let's see what's on the back of this. We have the number 3. Okay, we have the number 4. All right, so what I want to tell you is that you may right now feel like you are not where you want to be. Like, maybe if this relationship isn't working, or you're dealing with the past relationship, an ex or whatever, and you're alone, or whatever this is, you may feel like, I made a wrong turn and I'm not where I should be or I want to be. Understand you're exactly where you should be. In fact, you're on the path with this 3 and 4. This tells me you're right in step. You're right where you need to be to take the next step to get where you want to go. But here's the thing. I need you to stop worrying about the next step. And I need you to embrace the moment of now in your life and start enjoying your life right now as it is. That in itself creates its own magic, the magic of flow. And if you can get into the flow of your life, I guarantee you, you are going to see some things open up for you. You are going to see people pop into your life. You're going to see stagnation go. Okay, now if you're with somebody and, whatever, get into flow with your person and see how good you feel. If you get into flow with your person and you find you're the only person getting into that flow, you might want to think about that. You might want to reflect on what's going on in that connection. All right? Okay, group 3, that's what I received for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.